All right, guys, welcome to Reversing Socialism. So, today I'm going to show you guys, I want to prove to you guys how the Met Gala, also in years past, but definitely this year, we got to talk about this year's Met Gala and how the 2025 Met Gala really just did the best it could to emasculate black men. And I think it has to be pointed out, while everyone is pointing out the fashion that took place, I want to talk about the fashion that took place. We have last night. The elites love their big events such as the Met Gala, where they can play around with gender and do all these sorts of things and get away with it right before our eyes. Matter of fact, make it fashionable. I didn't think they were going to go full DEI like this. With this theme this year, black style and dandyism, whatever dandyism is, that's a totally new word to me, but I can't think that it means anything masculine just by the way it sounds. But again, they went full DEI last night, and it just further shows you what the liberals are up to. See, the elite socialists, they can't take the black man as he is in his masculine form. So what they have to do is soften us. And this goes back to plantation times. Every time I see this take place, I think it has to be called out, and there has to be another side mentioned, because if not, then we definitely run the risk of this becoming the mainstream. The reason why the liberals think they can get away with it is because they're liberals. If this was a conservative event called Celebrating Black Style, you could believe all the liberals would be protesting. They'd be burning the place down. But because it's a liberal event, they get to get away with stuff like this, which is another reason I think this stuff needs to be called out. And these black celebrities, they use them to help spread this propaganda, because everyone in the black culture loves to get the opinion of black celebrities. But let's go ahead and look at this article from CBS News, because I want to take a look at some of the Met Gala through some of the statements of the people, the very people who attended it. So let's go ahead and take a look at this article. So this article is Met Gala 2025 celebrates black style and dandyism on fashion's biggest night. They're using this quote unquote fashion's biggest night to really push male black masculinity down a peg or two. And you're going to see with these celebrities, you have the guys dressing in female themed clothing, you have the females dressing in masculine clothing, and all this is an attempt to limit black male masculinity. And I know you're saying, Kendall, well, how do women dressed up as men take down black masculinity? And I'm telling you that it does, is because it's almost mocking it. It's almost like making fun of it. Instead of being celebrated for what it is, it's made fun of, and it's equated to female femininity. And here you have these feminist women all too happy to help further the image that black men are weak. So let's take a look at some of the statements of the people who attended it. This first statement is from Simone Biles, who said, "Oh my gosh, tonight means everything to be here, to celebrate everyone with dandyism, black excellence, all of the above. So how exciting." So there's that word again, dandyism. As I looked into it more, it has something to do with this. It's more of a feminist concept of having an attitude, but in this case, a male attitude that the world respects. Again, we got all these different substitutes for masculinity, and some words just being created out of thin air. Let's go on and check out what this person said. This is Andrew Bolton. He's the head curator for the Anna Wintour Costume Center. That must be some elite club out of New York. But it says it resonates so differently now than it would have a year ago. So I think in the current political climate, yeah, it has a very different resonance than it would have a year ago. So he brings politics into this because politics is already in this. This is already a political event. But he just said the quiet part out loud, that this resonates differently than it would have a year ago. A year ago when, a majority of black men went out and supported the conservatives, when they saw through the lies of the left and the way they try to destroy the black family. You mean when they did that a year ago? So I guess this is their way of fighting back and assuring that black people stay on the plantation through events like this and through these ego boosts of having your night, celebrated as though we did something to earn being black. It just boggles the mind how black celebs fall for this stuff. But with the money involved and with the exposure involved, it's no wonder they'll go ahead and go through with this stuff. He says through structured suits and sculptured gowns. Now, and he's not saying who's wearing what. Stars embraced the dress code of tailored for you and celebrated black dandyism. Again, I mean, such a racist term, but in the mouths of the liberals, it's okay. That double standard there is something we really got to uncover. So here's a little bit about dandyism. He says dandyism is being true to yourself, true to your sense of storytelling. How do you want to meet the world with a story to let them know just how you're feeling that day? Actor and playwright Jeremy O'Hara said. I mean, most black men I know wake up, they got to get dressed for work. They don't get the benefit of just wearing whatever they want that day and going to do whatever they want that day because they're a Hollywood elite. They actually got 9 to 5 jobs to clock into and families to support. So I'm sorry if most black men probably will not relate to this idea of dandyism. It just reeks of being cut off from the real world, guys. This person named Domingo says it's almost like your own secrets are being celebrated. I love to put myself together this way and tell the world who I am. And now it seems like there's an event that says we celebrate you for that spirit. Definitely using you for that spirit. I don't know how much they're celebrating us. These are probably the same people who wouldn't want to run into you in a dark alley. So I don't know what it is you think they're celebrating. And here we have Lauryn Hill. She's really indicative of how a lot of the females were dressed in ties and holding cigars and top hats and doing their best to put on their male masculine costume for the night. I think that had something to do with it too, with the suit and the tie. That is something that even these elitists understand, is that at the end of the day, we black folks are very conservative. So you'll notice a more scaled down Met Gala, because if they are gonna imitate black men, then you can't be showing up like Lil Nas X does, with glitter and pretending to be a statue or what have you. If you're gonna do something and you're gonna call yourself doing it under the black male experience, you at least better have your conservative chops about you. As you can see, when you look at some of the pictures from the night, they were very conservative in their dress, although very much aligned with the liberal, elite, masculine, female, feminine, male dynamic that the left loves so much. So I just wanted to take you through my thoughts on the 2005 Met Gala, guys, and let you know that when folks go full DEI like this, that other folks like us should be calling it out, because at the end of the day, we do have to do what we can to reverse socialism. I know what I'm doing, what I can. And do me a favor, you can help out in that effort by subscribing to the channel, liking and sharing this video, and giving me your thoughts, guys. I really love to know what you think about this. Am I being hyperbolic about this? Should I just have celebrated the night too? You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, this is Reversing Socialism, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.